So hey everyone, how's it going? We are going to explore the island sanctuary in today's video. So, sorry about that. Let's get going. Good morning to you, my lady. Come to see Tataru's Taru, a boutique in the flesh, no doubt. Might I interest you in one of our world famous silk socks? They're so comfortable, you won't even realize you're wearing them. No, Tataru keeps me pretty abreast of the situation, I'm afraid. What's that? You're an acquaintance of the proprietress? I am. A good friend of hers, actually. Heavens, you're the Ray? Mistress Tataru has told me all about you. Come to think of it, I was to inform her immediately if you happen to stop by. Please, wait just a moment. I'll go fetch her immediately. Please go forthwith. Thank you. There you are, Ray. Taru. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Business is booming and I can hardly keep up. Not that I'm complaining. It feels like as if only yesterday I was welcoming you as my first customer, yet now look at it. But look at us now. Right? What do you got for us? But I'm sure you're wondering why I wish to speak with you. Yeah, that I am. I have a surprise for you. A gift, in fact. A gorgeous, exclusive, and above all, properly registered. Properly registered? Island Sanctuary! So I get my own island retreat? You heard that right? At Taru Taru, I am presenting you with your very own island. I know you'll be tempted to demur with, are you certain, or you're far too kind, and quite certain, and yes, I know, but I hope you accept this gift in the spirit of friendship. I have seen the weight of the burdens you carry firsthand, after all. You rose to become the champion of Eorzea, and now a hero known across the star and beyond, which leaves very few places where you might be free of duty and expectation. Dang it, Tataru, why'd you got to be right on all counts? I considered where you might find such an oasis. An idea washed over me like an oncoming tide. The sea. An island paradise where naught but the serenity of nature for moms, yet and you should be free to relax. What do you say? Yes? 1,000 times yes? What are you waiting for? Toss me in the hold and set sail. It's good to know we are the same mind. Truly, there is no time like the present to be on our way. We make for the Morabi docks. Look for Baldine, a skipper near the Etherite. He should be expecting us. Understood. To Limsa we go. Ah, I like that. That's awesome theming for this. Alrighty, ferryman. Can you please tell us what we're supposed to do? Baldine, Ray, are you? The little mistress told me to expect you. Said she'd be at home shortly herself, but speak of the devil. Whoa, what are you wearing? Wow, Tataru, that is quite the outfit. Hey, I thought I'd dress light for our voyage, given the notorious humidity of the Southern Isles. Trust everything is in order, Baldine. Just give me an hour while you're ready to set sail. Hey, you have nothing to fear where we're going. Not since any marauder within an ounce of sentinel might turn up swinging their axe. This whole island sanctuary business came about from the Admiral reckoning we need something to do with now piracy's off the table. Matter of fact, just look at me, bloody stand-up citizen ferrying folks around. Any road, you packed rather light for a venture of this sort. You do realize you're responsible for bringing your own tools and supplies. Not to worry, we'll produce everything there. You'll what now? How in the hell's do you plan to do that? Oh, I have a little something in mind. Let's just say the idea was good enough to land us our permit. Is that so? Well, best of luck to you both. I need it, given what we're going into, apparently. I'm sure you're just itching to see your new domain, so I'll fill you in all on the juicy details once we arrive. I get the feel this is going to be another one of those things where we get blackmailed. Make your preparations. We'll leave the port in the moment you give the word. I'll be waiting for you on the ferry. I have a perfect get-up for this. Island Sanctuary, now accessible. Ah! Let's go check it out. You get the appropriate get-up for it, and... Alright, we got the appropriate get-up for it, and let's hide our equipment and get going. Ahoy there, lass. Where can I take you? I want to travel to Mine Island, please. Thank you. I like this so far. I figure a swimmer is more appropriate for this than not. Ray, look towards the horizon. Beautiful, isn't it? Whoa, that is cool. Chocobo, sheep. Ah, I love it. So they're like, what? There's nothing like a sea voyage to rekindle the adventure in spirit. What do you think? This untamed isle is yours to cultivate as you see fit, or not, as it were. If nothing else, to give it as your personal hideaway, a not so secret one. Hey, I like this idea a lot. Island Sanctuary. So, I guess this is, in a very real way, instanced housing. And I come here into the middle of a rainstorm. The refreshing caress of the wind, the soothing whisper of the waves, how liberating. I've been looking forward to joining you here. Now, this may come as a bit of a surprise, but this isle was once commandeered by a band of pirates and used as a supply base. Fortunately for us, the group disbanded years ago, and the isle has since largely returned to its natural state. As you know all too well, Merwin's never been one to sit around idly. He's had her eyes on the Skeldaes, or formulating plans for island settlements for years. Now that a sense of peace has settled throughout the realm, Kali decided to put those plans in motion. A chosen few have been permitted to become keepers of private islands in this vast archipelago, and one of them. My industrious idea of procuring all materials needed to settle here locally struck a chord with the Admiral when she read my proposal, so much so that she was happy to grant me. This isn't exactly a one-person job, you think, Tataru? Not to worry, I have arranged for ample assistance. I shall happily introduce you in just a moment, but you'll need to follow me towards a charming little clearing I've designated as your base of operation. If we simply clamber up that slope ahead and proceed along the path, we should soon bump into, well, you'll see. Should I be worried? There's a habit of mugging people. Eee. What? That can't be. Let me introduce you to this Feleticious Furballs, the leader of your team of helpers. Well, if it isn't the owner herself, it shall be my pleasure to advise you whether you desire it or not. Yes, I think we'll get along just fine. In addition to our feline friend here, I took the liberty of preparing a variety of other mammoths to assist with construction and development of the Isle. You'll be pleased to know that they are the latest and greatest models developed by one of the most brilliant minds in Shalian. I hear that a professor of the studium was researching for a means to make use of his advanced automata. To make a long story short, I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. He managed to acquire all of them for the unbeatable price of free. In other words, you mugged him, didn't you? As I understand, mammoths were produced in secret was to form formulated plans for the mass exodus. Intended to be used as laborers on distant stars to help in constructing a new home for the people of Atheros, it seems all reason for their existence vanished when the threat of our star was erased. As you can imagine, the professor was quite conflicted over what to do with the remains of what may well have been his life's work, but after some negotiation, I convinced him to entrust them to us on the condition we share the data retrieved from development on the Isles. Further, while I know it sounds like an ordeal and a half to procure necessities from the land itself, there is ample practical justification for such experimentation. Go on. You see, the Admiral's vision for its people from all walks of life to have access to these island sanctuaries, and my idea just might be the most effective way to accomplish that. If one has the capital at hand to purchase the materials and the equipment needed for such a bloody endeavor, it's simply a matter of subsist safely and comfortably in a remote location. But that limits potential Isles keeps to a paltry few. What are those without such funds? Who simply wish to enjoy nature and live off the land. We must provide that such a feat is possible and assist in providing these would-be Isle keeps with the knowledge that they need to succeed. So basically, we're guinea pigs. Only then will these islands be truly be sanctuaries. So in other words, the guinea pig. Fret not, Mistress Tataru. With authentic Charlian ingenuity and know-how at my claw-tips, this is a simple-minded individual. Thunk. Ahem. Excuse me. Despite the enhancements to my vocal organ design, the mechanism still gets stuck from time to time. Goodness, that's a relief, but I should leave you to get properly acquainted. I'll return to see the fruits of your partnership when they're ripe for the picking. For now, enjoy your own personal paradise. Cultivate the land or explore, the choice is yours. Bye! Later, Tataru. Thank you. Yes, welcome to the island. Give the word when you finish ogling the surroundings. I prefer to get on with the sword business sooner than later. I should also very much like to discuss the matter of my payment. I knew it. You may now visit the island sanctuary with a sanctuary of a party member, free company member, or friend who has unlocked the feature by speaking with Baldine and the Morabi Ducks. You will be unable to visit an island sanctuary if the owner has forbidden access to their island. There is no one on the Isle in access to their island, there's no one on the island in question, or if the isle in question has already reached its maximum capacity. Furthermore, you must be on an acquaintance homeworld if you wish to visit their island sanctuary. You may invite party members, free company members, and friends to visit your island sanctuary once it has reached a sufficient stage of development. Okay. Okay. That's completo. Welcome to your new home in the Southern Seas, your own personal island sanctuary. Explore the wilds, build landmarks, grow crops, tend to animals, and enjoy everything this slice of paradise has to offer. No class job restrictions, adventurers of all inclinations can enjoy island life regardless of crafting or gathering experience. Come as you are. Accumulate island experience by engaging in activities on your island and increase your sanctuary rank. As your sanctuary rank increases, so too will the facets of island life available to you. Realize visions for your newfound sanctuary by allowing a series of simple steps, and life on the island will be nothing short of perfect before you know it. This is very neat. Okay, so let's talk. Now, listen, Ray. Yeah, I call you Ray. Well, anyway. But before we get started, I want to make it very clear that while you may While you may be the owner, I command the mounts, and as such I demand a considerable sum. I'd hate to get off on the foot. With that settled, beyond the slope lies a clearing that Mr. Stutter believed would serve well as a base of operations. Let's give it a look, shall we? Here we are. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Oh, I like that music. It definitely has the Animal Crossing feel. Fun place to set up shop, would you not agree? Yes, I think it will do nicely. Now, while it has much potential, it's clear inherently is as bare as a white baboon's buttocks. We'll need some form of shelter from the elements if we're to truly make something in place. Mr. Stoffrey has told me of your exploits, but I think it's safe to assume chopping down a tree with your bare hands is outside of your repertoire. Not that I ask you to, even if you could. You will need tools for delicate work of this nature. As such, the first order of business will be to craft yourself a hatchet. You'll need 3 palm leaves and 2 stones and branches each. Now follow east along the path and make your first foray into the wilderness to procure them. If you get any funny ideas about exploring the island, opt leave me here to waste on the rain. You will find my twin, the Furious Furball, waiting here for you instead. Before you go, I have something for you. It's called the Isle Keeps Index. To help you keep track of projects here on the island, can't have you running about or watering mammoths instead of plants. That should be all for now. Safe travels. I'll be waiting here should you need me. If I've disappeared, it's because I've been mauled by a wild animal, I assure you. I like the unique flavor of this. Other mode, which is Keep Index. Therefore, all the action necessary to keep developers modes available in the I'll Keep Index. Finally, make use of duty actions, mounts, and modes to become master of your unit. Okay. So, okie dokie. Okay. Island palm leaf recorded. Sweet. Pristine pond. Check it out. Oh man, I am liking this a lot. Sugarcane! Aha! Island vine. Island stone. So, they really want me to build everything out of stone here, I wonder. And I cannot wait to explore this place, as this feels awesome. I think we're going to need a lot of stone in the future, but hey, I like it so far. Oh, we got plenty of sap. There we go. Now we're off to the races. Quite literally. God, we are blazing fast on this island. Holy cow, this is insane. But I am digging being on this island. Like this is my kind of jam here. I love it. I don't know what I'll do with it yet, but that's part of the beauty of finding out. Hey, Mama Thor. Excellent, you've collected everything. You can move on to crafting your very first tool, then a hatchet. While you were out gathering, you could do a little more than scavenge the odd branch here and there from trees, yes? Well, that will all change in just a moment. With the hatchet in hand, you may hack away as many trees as you'd like to secure raw timber and tree sap. The brilliance of the hatchet's design, a design of my own making, mind you, that even a non-mammoth like yourself can craft it with your own 2 non-mammoth hands. Isn't that wonderful? God, this mammoth's insufferable. Upload the blueprints for the design to your index. Go on, make the hatchet. Crafting feature is now available. It's in the index. It's sweet. Oh, let's see. Sweet. Now, what more does the insufferable or mammoth have to say? Yes, that is indeed a hatchet. With it, you can now collect the logs, all the logs you'd ever want or need. Let's move on to the next phase, shelter. That hatchet of yours should be able to cut through even thick bark of a palm tree, meaning you can now collect palm logs, a material vital to our soon-to-be built haven. The first buildings we shall make naturally must be the most important, as will give you the very foundation of our base of operations. Seeing as I have a gift for naming things, I think best we leave matters of nomenclature to myself. Everybody dubbed this as such a facility the Cozy Cabin. Names suck, dude. I'd call it, or the abode. Ugh, my poor back. You're a mammoth! This mammoth's it's sufferable. Goodness, I'm due for a healthy amount of grease after that ordeal. Anyway, I prepared the land. You'll need to prepare the rest. Or check the log board beside me to review the materials you need for the cabin. Put a 2x4 in the ground. Really? As we're building a cabin this time and not a tool, the amount of materials required are a magnitude above what was needed before. Take your time collecting them if you must, but not too much. In the meanwhile, I'll round up the other mammoths in preparation for constructing the and begin ordering them around. You know what I do best. Can I dismantle this thing? The construct feature is now available. To access the log board, review the materials necessary to construct a facility and collect the said materials to build it. Okay. So we need 10 palm logs, 5 vines, 5 stone, 5 sand. Okay, let's construct a cozy cabin. Oh, look at them work. They got hard hats on. That's so cute. But why do they have hard hats on? They're mammoths. They already have hard hats. I don't want to know what they're doing off screen. Oh, that is awesome. That is a tropical paradise if I've ever seen one. I'm not really sure it's the best to sleep in, but hey, it'll work for them, I guess, as it keeps them semi-dry. So how's that mammoth gonna get out or from atop there, I wonder? That's the part I want to know. Okay, let's talk to the head mammoth here. Finally, a place to escape the occasional downpour. It's a bit rough around the edges, but I'll give you it's home. It's technically your home, but if I'll see over details, rest your head on the cot or call your friends over. You'll be free to use it as you wish. I've taken the liberty of calling a few of my own friends over, in fact, and I think you'll find them most charming. They can provide you services you will undoubtedly come to find valuable. You may access the orchestra and you play your favorite tunes and exchange various items with the merchant stationed inside the cozy cabin. As developments of your island sanctuary progress, you will earn 2 types of cowries. Seafarer's cowrie may be earned by realizing visions, developing the island, performing various activities within your island sanctuary. Island cowries may be earned by selling materials in your inventory to enterprising exporters in the cozy cabin. Friends, free company members, and party members may now visit your island, decide who may or may not enter your sanctuary by accessing sanctuary settings from the Isle Keep Index. With no further ado, go and see the cozy cabin for yourself. To complete, 45 Island EXP and 500 doubloons. I'm sorry, I'm calling them doubloons. As you may have noticed for yourself already, the island receives a dreadful amount of sunlight, a spec that's desirable for growing crops. If cultivation is your sort of thing, I suggest you speak with a subordinate, the produce producer. You'll find yourself on the indolent oaf, no doubt loitering about north of here. Find some excuse not to do any sort of work, a privilege reserved solely for myself. You arrogant sod! I love that. The cropland may now be unlocked. Speak of the produce producer in the north of the hideaway to begin aspirations as a farmer. Who forget? You know, I definitely want to explore the whole island because this is freaking awesome. I'm liking this so far. Still, we have a lot more to explore, but I think we're off to a great start. And with that, I do believe this is a great place to wrap it up. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.